Shalom, shalom, shalom. Hold on, let me get my shit together. Let me get it together. Shalom, 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 shalom. Happy Sabbath, brothers and sisters. We're going to get it started kind of early today. Welcome, shalom, brother Don Yehuda, brother Zadok with the S. Man, what's going on? Let me unmute y'all real quick. What's going on, my good brothers?
Hey, shalom. What's happening, brother? Shalom, shalom, peace and blessings, love and light to you all.
Con. Brother Zadok, let me get a mic check from you, brother.
Shalom, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
It's pretty
Shalom,
clear.
how you doing? Yeah, it's pretty clear. How you doing this wonderful Sabbath?
Oh, praises. Doing pretty good, man. I'm up, man. I'm up in the spirit, man, so to speak, man, feeling good,
Con.
Breathing.
I hear you. Shalom to Set Apart Living. Shalom to the sister, I can never pronounce her name. I'm going to call her Sister Net. And Sister Weezy One Love. Shalom out there to everybody in the chat, everybody that's watching. You tuned in to the Scoring Black Man podcast. This is episode 24 of the Scoring Black Man podcast series. Today's episode is why are African Americans so overweight and out of shape and refuse to fix it? Now, this is a major problem within our community. As you can see, the background says, I'm going to read it for you. More than 75% of the Black community is affected by obesity. And with Black women experiencing even higher rates of obesity. This is part of the reason why Black people are 30% more likely to die from heart disease than white people. This is a serious issue, man. Serious issue. But before we get into everything, I want to share my screen here real quick and play a video for y'all. Let me share my screen. I'm gonna play two quick videos. I'm gonna save a video for later on. We got some important stuff to share with y'all here. Okay. Let me go to this right here first. Can y'all see the screen? Can y'all see the screen?
Con.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me go back. Let me put my mute.
If you watch TV, then these ads are familiar. But according to a recent study, African American and Hispanic consumers in the U.S. are disproportionately exposed to ads promoting junk food. The Rudd Center for Food Policy and Obesity at the University of Connecticut found that of the more than $1 billion spent annually on advertising to Blacks and Hispanics, 86% of spending targeting Black consumers and 82% aimed at Hispanics was for junk food and sugary drinks. Food policy expert Michael Roberts has seen this kind of data before, but the impact is no less shocking.
I've been at this for a long time, and I was amazed, not just in television advertising, but social media advertising, video games, and et cetera, et cetera. And it really caught me off guard.
The advertising blitz isn't the only problem facing low-income communities of color. There's also a lack of quality food options. These areas are called food deserts, a place where there are no good grocery stores or healthy restaurants. Instead, these areas are overrun by fast food restaurants and convenience stores.
Wow, look at it.
That's where nonprofit groups like PHFE Women, Infant and Children, or WIC, come into play. They provide educational and nutritional services to low-income families who often have higher health risks. There are nearly 50 centers throughout Southern California, which serve more than 200,000 people every month. People like Maria Zarate, who has learned to make better choices for her kids. But she's well aware of the food industry's tactics.
Especially when it means a trip to Wendy's.
They don't worry about their health. They don't worry about what problems it could cause them. They don't think about the kids at all. They just think about themselves making money, maybe. That's pretty much it.
WIC dietitian Jennifer Torres admits it sometimes feels like a David and Goliath situation.
It is an uphill battle. There can always be more resources and more programs that are going to be helping out our families get that knowledge and help them understand what is behind a food label or what is behind that ad. Or, not all advertised healthy foods are healthy foods.
But it's also about taking legal action against companies pushing junk food.
If the advertising is actually creating unfairness in the marketplace, and one could argue that this kind of advertising is doing just that, then presumably a lawsuit or a cause of action could be filed under state law. We haven't really seen that attempted, but it's there and it's a possibility.
That's not food. This is food.
But there is a hurdle, the First Amendment, which protects free speech, and that includes commercial speech. All the more reason that nutritional advocates like PHFE WIC embrace the adage, knowledge is power, which in turn can help level the playing field for communities that need it most. Mei Li, CGTN.
Blue Collar Adventures is proud to partner with the #1 Western.
Why should you stay away from these chemicals found in food? Food is our life. We all live for tasty foods to satisfy our cravings. This is one of the reasons why we have started eating junk or processed food a lot. These foods are added in our routine diet and make up 60% of the diets of the youth without knowing about the lack of their nutritional values and the presence of chemicals that we should be completely avoiding. All of these chemicals are used as taste or color enhancers, as a preservative, stabilizer, artificial sweetener, or similar food quality enhancing purpose. These added ingredients are synthetic and badly harmful for our bodies. Some of these common chemicals found in our daily foods are trans fats, refined grains, refined vegetable oil, monosodium glutamate, and the list goes on and on. But knowing why these chemicals should be avoided helps a person switch to a healthier one. Trans fats are hydrogenated or partially hydrogenated fats that solidify at room temperature. These unsaturated fats are found to cause heart disease and increase bad cholesterol. These are found highly in vegetable shortening, which is a cheap substitute of butter, and baked products made from it in popcorns and almost every fried fast food we can't resist ourselves from eating. One should switch to healthier monosaturated fats like peanut, olive, or canola oil. Next are the artificial sweeteners, which are added to give taste of sugar but are completely zero-calorie ingredient with higher risk of affecting blood sugar levels and a cause of cancer too. They are used in weight loss diets due to their low calorie content, but the truth is they are way worse than normal sugar we eat. It causes the brain restricted release of satiety hormone, and as a consequence the person overeats, gaining more calories. Artificial colors added to make food catchy and mouth-watering in appearance are involved in causing serious health problems affecting thyroid, bladder, or brain cells. These include yellow number 6, causing kidney tumors found in beverages and baked products. Yellow number 5, this is also a carcinogenic agent found in dessert and candies. Green, blue number 1 and 2, red number 2, 3, and 40, all of these are found to be carcinogenic and cause hyperactivity in children. It is crucial to read the ingredients list before you consume any mouth-watering or eye-catching food products, and better nip it in the bud early. MSG, or monosaturated glutamate, is used in processed food as a flavor enhancer in different soups, sauces, seafood, and meat products, which are usually high in glutamate content. MSG is known to cause after-dinner headaches and allergic reactions. It is found to increase weight and cause obesity. It has been causing serious health issues in the communities, especially by nerve damage and affecting brain functioning. White or enriched flour. This is used in various bakery products and is widely edible in different forms. However, it is just the leftover after removal of germ and bran both and have zero nutritional value and no fiber. It gets into the blood and affects the blood sugar level, and it will have a glycemic profile as well. It is also involved in gaining additional unhealthy weight, high blood pressure, bad cholesterol, or fatty liver. One should instead consume whole grain in order to stay healthy and strong. These were only a few examples which prove why one should avoid eating chemically processed and junk foods. Sadly, there is a huge list of such chemicals that reaches our digestive tract and affect different organs slowly but badly. Thus, the more natural the food is, the better it is. We hope that you are learning something new every day from our videos. If you'd like to know about a specific topic, inbox us, email us, or
Alrighty then. Well, as y'all seen, they're targeting not only the kids. They're not just targeting just Black and Hispanic kids. They're targeting the adults too. As you see, we got all the fuckery on our corners. You got McDonald's, Burger King. Go get your sloppy Joe hot dog, a Coney from Detroit. All you Detroit people know what I'm talking about. Everything is a Coney up that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That's death. You know what I'm saying? They can put the liquor stores, give you niggas all the damn messed up grocery stores, give you all the messed up restaurants. Ain't no Sprouts or Whole Food stores or none of those health food stores in the Black neighborhoods. There's no Jumbo Juices or no kind of damn smoothie shops in the Black neighborhood. It's nothing but liquor stores and death restaurants. That's your Church's Chickens, your Popeyes, your KMCs, your damn, like I said, your Burger King, your McDonald's, all that shit that you eat all damn day long. All that death, all that Coney. You know, just too much. Brothers of Doc, man, what you got to think about why are African Americans so overweight, out of shape, and refuse to fix it? As you can see, let me read again. You know, African Americans are more than 75% of the Black community is affected by obesity, with Black women experiencing even higher rates of obesity. This is part of the reason why Black people are 30% more likely to die from heart disease than white people. What you got to think about that, brother?
Oh, man, just jumping right into it, man. Those videos were very informative also. Man, well, you got to look at it from the, like, we're just talking about, you know, if the subject matter is on why is this Black people in general or the Black woman, right? Well, she's at home for one, you know, single parent, raising a lot of kids, tired, working maybe 1 or 2 jobs, really don't feel like cooking. So the only thing left available would be these fast food restaurants, these quick little microwavable meals, this processed food, right? Now, this thing goes a little bit deeper than that, though, too, because these things also transpire into generational things, what she was taught. She might not have grown up like that or was taught these things, but, you know, nonetheless, I mean, they happen now. So basically, what's going on is sitting at home watching a lot of TV also, too. You know, there's scientists that have they built a lot of cases for around how food ads make people overeat. You know, they had studies out there exposing basically food advertising, showing that it can lead to adults also and children to eat more and gain weight. Right. So they're trying to like come in with these policies and things of that nature to kind of have restrictions on these ads and things of that nature, which I don't think so, because the industry need to make that food industry got to make money. And who are they making money off of? They making a lot of money off of black people, man. I mean, everybody in general, but our people are eating the most. I want to say we eat very unhealthy, you know? So, yeah, I really don't have too much to say on that other than, you know, it's just, they got to manage their eating habits. You know, it's a behavior that a lot of our people are indulged in. It's an eating disorder, and they're eating for pleasure. They're eating for pleasure. It's a creative behavior coming from compulsive eating, gluttony, things of that nature. You know, so result in, as a black woman, they face a greater risk at you know, health conditions. You know, like they got the obesity and diabetes and heart disease, stroke, cancer, on and on and on. All of this comes from just an eating pleasure, a compulsive eating, right? That's it on that.
Con, and before I pass it to Brother Daniel Hooter, let me get a scripture real quick. The book of Proverbs, chapter 23, verse 20 and 21. Be not among wine bibbers, among riotous eaters of flesh, for the drunken and the gluttonous shall come to poverty, and drowsiness shall clothe a man with rags. See, it telling you, you know, and I know most of all y'all are plant-based, you know, diets. I still indulge in the flesh. I'm trying to get down to just fish. But even the Bible tells you, even when it's telling you that certain meats are lawful, it tell you don't eat meat every day. You know, eat a good diet. That's the main reason. And I'm gonna tell you something, man, that black people, I get tired of hearing most of our beautiful black women. I'm tired of y'all hearing, I'm tired of y'all saying, oh, it's in my, you know, it's in my genes. You know what I'm saying? It's genetic. You know what I'm saying? This is why I'm overweight. No, it's overweight because you're stuffing your goddamn face full of crabs and shrimps all day. You're stuffing your face full of goddamn pork all damn day. You're eating nothing but damn ice cream and junk food and candy all damn day. You're doing it all the damn time. So no, it ain't Big Mama and Big Mama. It's you. Because why? Because if that was the case, everybody in the family would be big. Cousins and everybody. There's a reason why some of them are small, some of them are medium, some of them are big, because they all eat differently. You know, they all eat different. Y'all got to stop. Black people, stop it. I don't see really the black man really don't make too much excuse. He know he's just fat. He's like, man, you know what? I'm gonna trim it down. I'm gonna try to, know what I'm saying, do right. When I go to the gym, you know, I see the brothers. I'm looking for the black woman. I need a black woman in the gym challenge, because all I see is the few I see be older black women, like in their 60s, son, and they on the treadmill, still trying to get that cardio right, still trying to live long. But where are you damn younger ones? You know what I'm saying? If one pop up in there, she's some kind of damn stripper or something. She's just working on her legs and trying to work on her ass and thighs and shit. Damn all that. Come in and work on your whole body. Get the cardio right. That need to be a challenge, because we are dying. We are dying over obesity and bad diet, bad health, heart disease, high blood pressure, high blood sugar, high cholesterol. I ain't gonna be too long-winded. I'm gonna pass it to the brother Daniel Hooter. Brother Daniel Hooter, why are African Americans, and this just ain't African Americans too, because when I Google this thing, the Negro, the Caribbean Negroes, I mean, you Negroes in all the damn Caribbean islands, you overweight, out of shape too, and it's spreading along. The 4 quarters on the earth is just in the Negroes. Y'all just got the bad, but also over here on the western part, this is really where it's at, you know, because we have bad diets. Our oppressors have fed us pork and just fed us all kind of abominations. And now we don't took them on like, you know, like it's the thing to do. The most thing I hate is when I hear a Negro say, you know, but we're gonna die anyway, you know what I'm saying? Shit, y'all go eat all that healthy food, you know, so y'all gonna die too fast. Well, nigga, I tell you what, man. You know what I'm saying? I might can't live forever, but I'm gonna damn show try like a damn commercial say. Shut up, the commercial say, I can't live forever, but I'm a damn sure try. So you keep smoking all the goddamn, hey, listen, you're smoking, you're drinking, you're eating bad food. You got something got to go in your body that's right. You know, you want to smoke and drink? All right, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you got me a little wine right here. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? Some salad with some damn tuna and salmon is on the floor right now. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't put healthy stuff in your body. Go to the gym. I go to the gym. Go to the gym and work out. You know, and you know, I want to focus mostly. My focus right now is gonna be towards my beautiful black women, because, like I say, y'all are the most obese out of everybody in the world. Y'all the one that got the whole black damn community damn up high. When they break the shit down, they do it in the men. We're not so bad, but though we are bad because you got to think. We got Big Mama. She having big babies. And obesity, brother Dunya Hooter, man, what you got for me?
Yeah, obesity and just bad eating, like y'all brought up, is a major problem. I mean, especially here in America, the land of milk and honey, you know, we can eat anything we want to the excess of how much we want to eat it. And there's no cap on it. You know, a lot of people are suffering from food addictions because it's just like you said, man, a lot of people will say stupid little things like, well, we all gonna die one day, or, you know what I'm saying, things like that. But they're not realizing, yes, we all gonna die one day, but how you want to go? You know what I'm saying? You can go out peacefully and in good health, or you can go out suffering, sick, in the hospital with tubes and needles all in you. You know what I'm saying? So you got to really be conscious about what you're saying and what you're doing to your body. You know, I'm gonna give this scripture for our people because a lot of times they don't see the benefits when you talk about eating and living healthy, because we've been raised up on a westernized diet. That diet is very detrimental to our health, to our psyche, to our spirit, because they're all intertwined, and we don't see the benefits of it. 3 John 1 and 2 says, Beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as thy soul prosper. So today's episode is really paramount to that scripture. We pray that you prosper and be in good health. This is why we bringing out this whole topic about overeating and why people don't want to fix it. Because I tell you one thing, man, when I talk to people about eating or exercising and things of that nature, a lot of people, the first thing they say, well, I can't give up my fried chicken. Or I can't give up this pork chop. I can't give up. It's always what I can't. I'm not saying to give it up or not. I mean, we know according to scripture, certain things you shouldn't eat, but let's take that off the table and just saying we talking mano y mano. You know what I'm saying? At least try it. At least try. Because if you having any health issues and you having problems within the body, at least try a different alternative that might help alleviate these pains, aches, and sicknesses. But a lot of people don't want to do that because they're addicted to the food. So 1 Corinthians 3 and 16 says, Know ye not that ye are the temple of God? This is our body. You know what I'm saying? We have part of the Most High within us, a spark of the Most High within us. You know what I'm saying? So we're supposed to be taking care of our body. Our body supposed to be operating at a certain level, certain frequency, a certain optimal condition. And a lot of times that is taken away from us from birth. You know, they start our kids off on synthetic food substances like Similac. You know, they don't promote breastfeeding to the women. They promote Similac and things of that nature. Why are you going to take away the God-given nutrients that's coming from the mother and, you know, replace it with this lab-created food for our children? So from birth, as soon as we come out the matrix, we already subjected to bad health. And it says, and the spirit of God dwelleth in you. If any man defile the temple of God, him shall God destroy, for the temple of God is holy, which temple ye are. Let no man deceive himself. So don't let us be deceived, because a lot of time we think we eating right. A lot of time we think because we eating certain type of meat or certain type of vegetables, we eating right. No, there's still other things in play to where you probably still doing yourself a disservice. If any man among you seemeth to be wise in this world, let him become a fool, that he may be wise. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High. For it is written, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness. Now, mind you, I picked this scripture because, for one, we are the temple. Our body is the temple, so we should be taking care of it. But for two, the craftiness and the wisdom of this world tell you the 4 food groups, which is what? Milk, meat, milk, meat, vegetables, and fruits. Two of those things is actually beneficial for you, which is the vegetables and fruits and the breads. And the milk and meats really is not that good depending on who you ask. But milk, we know dairy is not good for our body. We know that to be a fact. Meats, for a lot of people, is not good either because, for one, they're eating the wrong type of meats. They're not preparing the meat right, and then they're eating in excess of the meat. We know it takes a long time for the meat to break down in your digestive system. I want to say a minimum of 2 days, if I can remember correctly. So if it's taking somewhere between 1 to 2 days for it to break down, maybe in some cases even more, and people eating 2 to 3, 4 times of meat per day, how much meat is actually sitting in your intestines that's rotting away within inside you, causing sickness and ailments? So these are the things that we got to really think about. And this is the type of dietary regimen that they give us. They give us a dietary regimen that is really detrimental to our body. You know what I'm saying? Because we eat these things in excess. We eat these things all day, every day. We eat more meat, more processed foods than we eat anything as far as concerning vegetables and fruits. And that's the problem. It's an imbalance. So we have to really be conscious on that. You know, they call that the Western diet. It said the Western diet is centered on meat, dairy, processed foods, and hybridized and genetically modified plant foods with minimum intake of fruits, vegetables, legumes, and whole grains. You know, when you eat like this, science shows that the consumption of more than 10% of animal-based protein in the diet supports cancer development. And it's clear people eating the Western diet consume much more than that. So we know that we consume much more than 10% animal protein. It says studies show that there has been a sharp increase in cancer development as animal-based protein consumption went from 10% to 20%. The animal products we consume are loaded with hormones, which were created to speed up the growth process before they are slaughtered. So these are the facts. These are the information that we have to take into consideration when we're eating. And then just to end my little soliloquy on this, if these things are detrimental to you, just like what Brothers and Doc said, they're just not targeting kids, they're targeting everybody. So if this the case, you got to ask yourself a question. Are you an agent for the oppressor? Are you our agent for Satan? Are you the one that's in your household killing your household because you're feeding them these toxic foods that's killing them? Are you the one that's promoting death, sickness, and disease within your household? A lot of us are sleeping with the enemy. A lot of us are the enemy because we're the ones that's promoting the death, sickness, and disease in the household unknowingly in many cases.
Con. Was that what was that in John you wrote? I mean, know what I'm saying, you had read? Was that 3rd John or was that something else you had read?
That was 3rd John verse 1. I mean, chapter 1, verse 2.
Oh, okay. I had that right there too. But yeah, let me get I'm gonna go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 23, verse 2. And put a knife to thy throat if thou be a man given to appetite. You have to know how to be disciplined. Like the brother put in here earlier. Let me see where I can find it. Right here. The brother right here. The brother Dread Nazar said, man, spirit of honest, lazy on our people, no discipline, man. And that's basically what Proverbs 23 and verse 2 is telling you. You got to be disciplined. You know what I'm saying? When y'all going through these depressions and everything like right there, Shalom, Bronze Yoga. You know what I'm saying? When y'all going through these depressions, you can't give in to that and say, you know what? Because mostly, you know, some people have problems. They go through depression. They just want to eat. It's all about eating. It's all about eating. It's all about eating. All about eating. All about eating. All about eating. You know how to go do something else. Go walk. You know, you going through something, you got anxiety, you're depressed, go walk, go exercise. That usually do the damn thing. Go do some exercise, get tired, take your ass a nap. You wake up again, you're still damn going through it, go on another exercise. But don't go and just, just indulge your whole damn body just with all kind of just fuckery. You know, you go to some of these people's houses, man, listen, it's just shit. Junk food is everywhere. There's no kind of good food. They don't never eat no good food. I had a homeboy, man. I call him you know. And he from Detroit. I remember the first time I went up there with him, and they turned on the radio. I turned on the radio, the black people radio. It was like, "Welcome to Detroit. Detroit, we're the second fattest city in America." And that's number niggas up there. So I'm like, damn. And I see the way this nigga eat. And, you know, they got fish markets on every damn corner. Y'all should be eating, I mean, if any damn thing. You know, you still eat meat. I'm still trying to get it down to just fish. You know, I'm from the South from Georgia. So, you know what I'm saying? We're eating meat. And I still eat meat right now. But I'm still trying to narrow it down to just chicken and fish. I mean, mostly that. Turkey, cutting all the beef out, just winging myself off. But this motherfucking dude, man, Wendy's all day long, man. Every day, all day. Nothing but Wendy's, McDonald's. I'm like, he a nigga with that goddamn, with that same nigga attitude. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Y'all trying to eat healthy. Y'all going to the gyms and y'all walking this right here. Y'all might die faster than me. Well, I know you finna fucking goddamn die fast. Me, you know what I'm saying? I can't live forever, but I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna really damn try to. But like I say, this is a real problem. With I try to find that scripture where it talks about, you know, tells us to, you know, basically, let me get this scripture right here. 2 Timothy 1 chapter 1, verse 7. For the Most High gave us a spirit not of fear, but of power and love and self-control. I see somebody else put that in there. I think that was Sister Set Apart might have put self-control. You have to have self-control. Self-control. Y'all don't got no self-control. This is why, you know what I'm saying, black people, like, they take on that. Hey, everything the white men they do, take on the LGBT. Take on this, take on that. Eat this, eat that. No kind of discipline, no kind of self-control to understand this is what I need to do to live long. This is what I need to do to have good health. Be safe all the way across the board. I don't know how many times, like, it's one thing when you have us Negroes telling you you're being targeted, but it's another thing when the white person telling you, hey, man, you know, hey, we're kind of targeting y'all out here. You might want to pay attention. You might want to change something that you're doing. Now, Brother Zadar, you want to hit that issue before I play this next video?
What's that?
You know, matter of fact, let me play this next video and we'll just go ahead and get into that. Let me play the next video. Let me hold on. Oh, let me share my screen again. Yeah, man, y'all need to change that diet, man. Change that diet. All that damn excuses. It's genetic. It's in my genes. Bitch, you just don't want to motherfucking goddamn get your shit together.
A lot of that stuff they say genetic is really just passed down generationally within the household.
Con. It full of shit. Full of shit.
Lack of motivation.
Exactly.
But just the weight is doing a lot. I can't say in the black community the weight is doing a lot because I have women who are calling in who don't even realize that it's an issue. I had a woman call in the other day and I said, ma'am, at your height and your weight, I mean, no offense, ma'am, but you're the size of a middle linebacker. And she said, no, I'm not. I'm like, and I went and pulled up Lawrence Taylor, NFL grade. I'm like, and I was like, he's 4 inches taller than you. She was shocked.
Oh. Woo! What's up, Fortress Dwellers? It's man Brandon back with Man's Fitness Fortress, the Citadel of Power. Woo! We got a good one for you today. So in this episode, we're going to deal with the issues of weight gain for African American women, why it's such a prevalent problem in dating, and why very few men want to deal with that, but want them to exercise caution and try to turn their lifestyles around with proper eating, exercise, and thought processes. We'll get into it right now. Are you ready?
I'm so sorry. That wasn't the damn video I wanted. Hey, brother W. Huda, can you give him something, man, while I find this video, man?
Yeah, no doubt. So basically, I want to go back and land back off of what I was bringing out earlier as far as your body is the temple and the Western diet, right? So in Sirach 37:28, it says, "For all things are not profitable for men, neither have every soul pleasure in everything. Be not insatiable," meaning be not, don't be the type of person who can't be satisfied in the things you do, especially in this subject, which is eating, in any dainty thing, nor too greedy upon meats. For access of meats bringeth sickness, and surfeiting. Surfeiting means access, and access will turn into choler. By surfeiting have many perished, but he that taketh heed prolongeth his life. So we noticed throughout history that people that have indulged and overindulged in eating, they develop bad digestive habits. They develop other sicknesses and ailments tied directly into their eating. And so it's telling you not to be somebody who's unsatiable. You're supposed to only eat as of need. You know what I'm saying? Whatever your hunger is, you're supposed to eat until your hunger is gone, which is a very minimum amount of food that the human body needs. But a lot of us, because we're addicted to food and we're addicted to the chemicals that they actually put in the food, that they have us programmed to eat and eat. And because America has access to food at all times, 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, we don't have discipline, as the sister said in the comments. We don't have discipline to control ourselves when we're eating and trying to curtail not eating too much. Matter of fact, a lot of times, especially within the Black households, it is almost, second nature. It's almost really first nature to always make big meals. The household can be small. Like, for example, my wife, we were a household of about 6, and now we're down to a household of 3. She still cooks when she cooks like it's 6 of us here. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, we don't need all that food. Why are you cooking so much food? Because it's programmed, especially within our community and our households, to always prepare big meals. And so the causes of overeating, this insert is from WebMD. It says the idea that a person can be addicted to food has recently gained increasing support. So they've been studying this thing. They've been studying to why has food addiction been increasing in the world. That comes from brain imaging and other studies of the effects of compulsive overeating on pleasure centers in the brain. So now they're starting to say that the studies are showing that the eating of the food is almost the equivalent of a neurological response, such as to drugs or any other thing that is creating these responses. And it says experiments in animals and humans show that for some people, the same reward and pleasure centers of the brain that are triggered by addictive drugs like cocaine and heroin are also activated by food, especially highly palatable foods. Highly palatable foods are foods rich in sugar, fat, and salt. All 3 of these things are bad for us, especially processed sugar, bleached, is processed, the fat and the salt. All of these things are bad for our body, but all of these are in.
You cut out, Don Yehuda. All right. Well, until that brother come back, I'm gonna start this video, share this video for y'all.
Standard, no nothing. And you can do that. But at the end of the day, men are the consumers and men aren't buying it. Because see, here's the thing. You can be an average, acute looking woman. And years ago, you could have got a man, a husband, but now when you are trying to put on someone else's hair, put on some, even if you don't do that, but just the weight is doing a lot, man. I can't say in the black community the weight is doing a lot, because I have women who are calling in who don't even realize that it's an issue. I had a woman call in the other day, and I said, ma'am, at your height and your weight, I mean, no offense, ma'am, but you're the size of a middle linebacker. And she said, no, I'm not. I'm like, and I went and pulled up Lawrence Taylor, NFL great. I'm like, and I was like, he's 4 inches taller than you. She was shocked. So how do we get this back on track? Well, when 4 out of 5 of our sisters are overweight and no one can tell you nothing, I don't know who can get through to them. We have to start having women be honest with each other. Because when you're raised in our culture, mom leaves the house. So they may hear it from me, but until women start actually having, let's just use it, thoughtful, respectful conversations about, hey, we need to probably do this for our own health, for men or whatever, because men don't care why you do it. We just want it there. Because here's the thing. Men can't turn off and on their provider. If a man falls on hard times, stop producing, we can judge him. And if a man's not masculine, we can judge him. Well, we have to have that standard back up for men and women. And the question is, are people really willing to do it? And I honestly have more faith that they are than they're not.
That's a great point. And I think one of the challenges is with this hookup generation, the problem is a lot of women confuse sexual attention from long-term retention, right?
Yep.
They confuse that because somebody's willing to have sex with you. That doesn't necessarily mean that same person will marry you, and that's a lot of times the case. So from your personal experience, if you're advising a young woman who wants to be married, what are some of the things that men are looking for in a woman if they're desiring long-term marriage and relationship?
Well, one of the biggest things outside of the weight, fitness. Fitness is just a standard requirement of all men. Like you said, don't confuse short-term access with long-term commitment. When I talk about getting a high-value man, I even try to turn it to getting a high-value husband, because people are equating the two. Then the second one, this one's going to hurt. No children. 51% of Black men are single and childless. 64% of them are in the middle class. We've been told that, all these other things, but if a man doesn't have children, he doesn't want to necessarily raise another man's children. I say, ladies, understand, women tell men what you think they deserve by your looks and your weight. So what are you telling men what you think they deserve? So the looks, the lack of children, and then here's the other thing. We talk about femininity, beauty, inspiration, all that. Really, it's cooperation. Men just want you to be cooperative. Can you work with me? Work with me. And that's what more than anything else. Now, I say women are great if they're feminine, beautiful, and inspirational. I have a higher standard because I feel like that if you want the best, you should be the best. You should not want a man who is a master of the universe and he's just getting he has to work to become that. Are you an appropriate reward or appropriate prize for that catch? Let me see if I can shorten it down. Ladies, are you going into your relationships with men in good faith? And are you in it for the long haul? Or is it, I'm here, but as soon as this happens or that happens, I'm out? If you're going, we have too many people who are not entering into it with good faith because for whatever reason. That's why I recommend therapy so much. One of the things I recommend is therapy is because we come from a culture that has been fractured and never had a chance to heal. But the world doesn't owe us understanding. You didn't have your daddy, I didn't have my daddy, whatever. Okay, so what? You're a grown person. You know you got issues, go get some therapy, because at the end of the day, you're trying to get somebody to work with you, and you need to know, at least have that clean bill of mental health. And it's, don't wait until a crisis. And even if you think you're okay, just go get a tune-up. Just go see. And I think that would do us more benefit. And then the other side, for ladies, so many men will say, ladies, your only interaction with men tends to be in a short-term hookup kind of thing. You got to become far more curious about men. You don't even understand who men are, what men want. What you think they want is just in the bedroom, and there's far more to it, because there are men who are willing to accept a lot different things from a woman. At the end of the day, between any man and any woman, there's always going to be a unique relationship. But they both got to feel like they're getting something out of it to want to stay in it for the long term.
No, I really love that point. And similar to what we talked about with the men, and my friend Stefan, he has a really
Okay. I just want to touch on the point of obesity, but let me touch on this point right here, because this is very important. I'm kind of glad I played that part, man. Black women, let me look at you. Let me tell you something. Y'all know y'all the most out of shape, right? But you don't act like it. You act like you just the baddest bitches in the world. Cause what you call yourselves now? You call yourself the bad bitches. And I love y'all, but let me give y'all the straight up honest truth. The brother was not lying. A man, I'm gonna be, over here. We at the Scoring Black Man podcast. We just quite frank. We'll fuck the shit out you if you. I mean, you got fat oozing out everywhere. You'll get donkey fucked, but that's as far as it goes. It's a short time, but half of y'all are satisfied with that because deep inside, this man does not want to be with me because I'm overweight, out of shape, in my mouth. It's a whole bunch of reasons, but y'all got to get the body right. You just can't be delusional and fool yourself in your mind and think that you're just some kind of bad woman that you find, but women like Lizzo got you just eating with gluttonous and then shaking all your fat and then talking about how bad of a bitch you is. And but now it's the black man fault that he don't want to be with you. No, it ain't his fault. See, if you're gonna be shaped like that, then go find you a man that's shaped like that too. Y'all just have a bunch of big obese ass babies. But if not, you need to get your ass motherfucking right. Now let me read y'all off some statistics real quick. Read y'all off some real statistics. Obesity in African Americans. African American women have the highest rates of obesity or being overweight compared to other groups in the United States. About 4 out of 5 African American women are overweight or obese. 4 out of 5. That's 8 out of 10. 80% of African American women are overweight. In 2018, non-Hispanic blacks were 1.3 times more likely to be obese as compared to non-Hispanic whites. In 2018, African American women were 50% more likely to be obese than non-Hispanic white women. From 2013 to 2016, non-Hispanic black females were 2.3 times more likely to be overweight as compared to non-Hispanic white females. People who are overweight are more likely to suffer from high blood pressure, high levels of blood fats, diabetes, LDL cholesterol, that's low cholesterol, all risk factors of heart disease and strokes. In 2018, African Americans were 20% less likely to engage in activity. In 2018, African Americans were 20% less likely to engage in active physical activities compared to non-Hispanic whites. You ain't carrying your ass to the gym. You ain't exercising. Now, we know more black males is because we playing all the sports. We in the goddamn gyms. But damn, we keep coming out these goddamn fat mamas. Shit. Well, Hey, don't blame me. Blame yourself when you sitting there and indulging in all this damn just fuckery. I mean, damn, you just like the one brother put it there. The Bible says the same thing. You don't supposed to eat till you just feel full. You're supposed to eat till you're satisfied. You just satisfied. But see, satisfied to y'all now, I got to be stuck where I can't move. I mean, I went home. It was my uncle repast, and went to one of my cousins. Damn, we already ate at the repast. Then with my cousin, birthday party that day. He born on the same day as his father. And so one of my other cousins, man, he walked by. He said, "Man, if I eat one more thing, I'm gonna bust." And this cousin here, his mama got a belly, goddamn. But you got to put like 3 of me. His belly that damn wide. He said, "Man, I eat something else, I'm gonna pop." Man, 5 minutes later, this motherfucker come out with a goddamn plate of banana pudding and nut and some more shit on there. I said, "Damn, boy, you about to bust for real. You about to pop." That just, I mean, can barely move that stuff, man. Why y'all have to do that? Why, Negroes? When these race wars and everything else kick off, you niggas ain't gonna be able to do shit. You ain't gonna be able to run. You got asthma. You put out too much weight on your heart. Just too much weight. Too much weight on your heart. Just too much weight. Let me get this damn last scripture, man. Let me get this last scripture here, man. Last scripture. Let me see here. The book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 47, the last verse in the chapter. To make a difference between the unclean and the clean, and between the beast that may be eaten and the beast that may not be eaten. You have clean meats. You know, some of our brothers and sisters just believe in being vegetarians, plant-based. There's nothing wrong with it. For all you people that eat the clean meats, don't eat meat every day. It's in the scripture. The Most High tell you, the Creator tell you, don't eat meat every day. That's not good for you. Like Brother Yehuda say, it takes 3 days. Some days just eat you some salads, man. Eat you some salads, some rice, some beans. You know what I'm saying? Some green beans, some damn red beans, butter beans, goddamn peas, some fruits and vegetables. You could do that twice out the week, 3 days out the week. Do that every other day. You know. What y'all gonna do? Overweight Black America, overweight Black Caribbeans, overweight out of damn shape, brother. Brother Daniel, brother Zadok. What you got to think about that, man?
Oh man, it's been a lot, man, that you guys been talking about, and especially in that video with Kevin Samuels in there talking about the pretty much that BMI, man, that body mass index that a lot of our sisters suffer from, go through. You look at their height and 5'3", 200 and something odd pounds. It's just not, something's going on, something bad in her diet. A lot of these things, though they are genetic, but when you look back at some of these sisters, you maybe look at some of their older pictures or something, and you're like, damn, maybe she didn't had 2 or 3 kids. But where's that weight coming from? It's coming from, an unhealthy living and not taking care of her body. So she has to take care of her body, because taking care of your body then supports a healthy brain and brain activity, which leads to a healthy emotional status. Because a lot of women, the reason that weight gain is there is due to a lot of bad relationships also. Not genetics, not, my mama was big boned and all of this, that, and the third. Bad, emotional, painful relationships. And I know a lot of women out there can relate to that or understand that. They may have lost the weight now and fixed their mind and got their mind right, but for the most part, and I work in the public and I see a lot of different nationalities of that nature and a lot of women, right? And I did a little kind of just a little test the other day, and I saw a lot of our women, a lot of so-called African American women, black women, whatever you want to call it, right? And I want to say, I'm gonna just be honest. I want to say about 9 out of 10 was all big women, man. They was unhealthy looking. A lot of them was smoking. A lot of them had a lot of kids. There was no man around. So I know just right off rip, it was bad. They've been in bad relationships or in a bad relationship and suffering from or negative thoughts and things of that nature. So women tend to eat a lot and eat unhealthy and have this weight gain due to, like I said, a lack of no support system there, maybe because they friend or their family members are doing the same thing. So a lot of our women don't have this support as far as healthy living goes, and we get on platforms like this, and yes, we are going to blast you. We are going, but the blasting is encouragement. It's not a put down. You understand? So,
and let me say this real quick before you finish, Nelson Brothers Dog. When I say, the word bitches or whatever, I'm not talking about none of you righteous women. I'm talking about the women that call themselves bad bitches, like Lizzo, them, all these out of shape, overweight women that's on here half naked every day that we seeing. That's, what I'm saying, that's we should be putting blindfolds over our eyes and our kids' eyes, and they call themselves bad bitches. That's the ones I'm talking about, not y'all righteous. Go ahead, brother.
Right. Yeah, all praises. Yeah, I hope they understand that, and I'm pretty sure they do, but hey, sometimes a hit dog holler, it is what it is, man. But the spirit, a lot of our sisters' spiritual walk or ask, when you just see them out there just by the way they dress and modesty and things of that nature, their spirit is off. So, and they're not, walking according to, how they should be walking, how the Creator intended for them to walk, in this flesh. I'm gonna get a scripture real quick because I haven't pulled one yet. 1 Thessalonians 4:4. 1 Thessalonians 4:4, and it reads that every one of you should know how to possess his vessel in sanctification and honor. So you should know that you got to possess your vessel, which is the corporeal, right? The flesh that you in. You got to take care of that. You're not right now as you on this earth. You're not getting a new one. You got to deal with the one you got. You have to manage it, right? You have to manage your overeat, your obesity, I should say, right? It's something you'll always have to manage. You have to figure out the motivation. What is it that you want to do to change your lifestyle, your eating habits? What adjustments do you have to make? Like the brother Don Yehuda said, to obtain that optimal level of health, right? That body mass index, that BMI, right? It's calculated by what is that BMI? Is calculated by what? Dividing your weight by the height. And a lot of our women got a BMI over 25, over 30. You consider overweight or obese if your BMI is over 25, over 30, right? So a lot of our women are not looking into that and doing research on that. Like I said, due to what? Unhealthy relationships. Just unclean spirits, man, not trying to get their life right, laying down with different men here and there and that and the third, smoking, just being indulged in all manners of, just wickedness or just, just foolery and not giving a damn about taking care of their body, which coincides with your spirit and your mental state. These things are very important. These things are very important to study, to research. That's if you have to want it. You have to want it, and you have to want to manage it. You have to take care of yourself. One more scripture, Joshua 1:8. Right? This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night. Meditate therein day and night. And thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. So if you're not doing any type of research on the dietary laws of how to maintain your weight, get control and have self-control over your thought process, your eating habits, your diet, and all these things, you're not going to be successful and prosperous. But like the brother said, what's his name? Kevin Samuels. You always looking for this high value man. But what are you doing? You want a muscle building, always in the gym dude, and you sitting on the couch eating bonbons and fried chicken. Like, come on now. You know, you're not going to get that high value man. A high value man is going to look after his woman. He's going to do the same thing. He's going to want for you the same that he wants for himself. He's going to want for you. So both of y'all going to be in the gym. Both of y'all are going to be eating the salads and the fruits and the vegetables and all of that, you know, and the smoothies and taking care of your body so your spirits can be right. Because if the spirits are not right and you got a family, you got kids, nobody in the household is going to be right. Right? This whole thing is spiritual. Let's sit on that.
It's definitely spiritual, man. And I thought about something, man. And this is one of the things that also contributes to obesity and just being fat in the African American community. And you know, we're talking about the men and the women, but the women are just more. The percentages are there. I don't read y'all the percentages. Don't blame me. I'm not the misogynist. The percentages are there, but I will say one of the other main reasons is not just feeding your face. It's not all about that, but that is like 75%. Or I say that's about 65%. The other 35% is drinking of alcohol. It's a real alcohol problem going on right now, and you women are drinking us under the table. I can't even hang with some of y'all right now. I mean, literally, boy, alcoholics. That with bad, like I say, that with the bad eating habits and not going to the gym, it's a disaster, man. It's a disaster waiting to happen. That's why you look like the Oompa twins off of Willy Wonka factory. The old gummy bear shape of the Willy Wonka. I'm talking about the old Willy Wonka factory, not the one with Johnny Depp. I'm talking about the old one.
I saw one of them yesterday. I saw one yesterday. I said, damn.
Looking like the Oompa twins. Let me get you another fact. The average weight of African American women are 187 pounds. Now, and the average, I think the average height was like 5'4" or 5'5". It was about 5'4", 5'5". Okay, I just jumped out of where was it? The CDC. I had something from the CD. Oh, here we go. Let me get back to this. Okay, so the CDC says, let me get it here. Non-Hispanic Black adults, 49.9%, that's 50%, had the highest age-adjusted prevalence of obesity, followed by Hispanic adults at 45.6%, non-Hispanic white adults at 41.4%, and non-Hispanic Asian adults at 16.1%. Hey, the Asians ain't got no damn obesity problem. It's you damn niggas, Hispanics, and damn white people in that order. Negroes, Hispanic, and whites. Because the whites got all the Whole Foods and all the goddamn jumbo juices, all the smoothie shops, the Sproutses, every damn thing. They got all the damn good restaurants, the Mediterranean restaurants. I like to go eat. You know, the Mediterraneans, the Africans, the East Indians, they got the same thing. Rice, pita bread, beans, all kind of beans and peas, no pork, chicken, beef, turkey, goat, lamb. Everything that's clean. And it wasn't, but they gonna mainly have a lot of vegetarian shits. You know what I'm saying? They don't eat too much meat. They don't eat meat every damn day. They just got it on the menu. But yeah, I mean, I don't know how much more statistics I really got to hit y'all with, man. Like I say, the average weight of the black woman is 187 pounds. That was like 2 years ago. It might be 190 now. Hit the gym. I mean, you feel good. I feel great when I leave there, man. I get there early in the morning. Don't procrastinate. Get there early in the morning, drink your bottle of water, get your damn, you know what I'm saying, your BCAAs and your creatine ready. Go there and work out, give it all you got. You know what I'm saying? Have your headphones on if you want to do that. I don't put no headphones on. I just listen to the old 80s gym music that be playing on the damn intercom. You know what I'm saying? I like the old 80s shit. You know what I'm saying? And get in there and just work out, man. Just work out. Feel good about yourself. It's not too late. Some people think it's too late, too. I think it's too late to lose that weight. It's never too late to lose that weight. I'm going to make that a slogan. You know what I'm saying? Black woman, black man, I need you in the gym. The black men in the gym. But I need more black men in the gym. You know what I'm saying? There's a revolution about to come across the board. Y'all see what the fuck going on. But black woman, I don't know what y'all, you can't twerk you're not going to be, hey, listen, when the white women got them guns and little white you got them guns, they shooting your ass from goddamn a mile away. Twerking your big black ass ain't going to get you saved. You know, I mean, unless you're going to shoot some lethal farts out that ass or something. You know what I'm saying? It ain't going to do no good. You're not going to be in a run. You know, ain't going to be no more pharmacists to go get no damn asthma pumps from. You ain't going to be able to go get no, what the hell they call it when you got to shoot yourself in your diabetic insulin. All that comes, that's why it comes with Deuteronomy 28 chapter when it says you're going to have diseases that we never known that we never had before. Those are going to come up upon us in our captivity in Babylon the Great. That's why the white man started feeding you pork, you know, all kind of shellfish, making you eat catfish. All the bottom eaters that they don't have no pores and scales to get rid of those toxins out of there. See, we got pores to sweat out all the toxins. Do what when you take antibiotics, you got shit coming all out your skin, shit bubbling up. You got pus bumps bubbling up. That's all that pores that coming out your ass.
Hey, like the brother, that's like the brother Yaki has said. He said, "Yeah, when you eating them unhealthy foods like that, your body, you're pretty much your skin, your flesh, it is an organ, and what it's doing is it's actually taking a shit." Yo, that was heavy. You ain't got nowhere to go. You jamming everything else up, so it's coming out of your skin. That's why you got lesions and rashes and bumps and zits and all kinds of craziness going on because you
and risings and shit.
Yeah, it's actually taking a poop, man. That's crazy.
No doubt. No doubt, man. Y'all hit that subscribe button right now. If you ain't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. I mean, we've been like 3 and 4 damn subscribers on the 500, man. We trying to get 500. Hit that subscribe button right now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, brother Don Yehuda, man, it's all on you, man. It's all on you right now, brother Don Yehuda. Because you get cut off earlier in the middle of something, but you know what I'm saying? It's all on you, brother.
Yeah, you know the technology up here, man, for me be acting the hell up. But just like he said about your skin being the biggest organ and it's actually pooping or shitting out all the waste that you taking in your body, man, you can find that in Daniel. Daniel chapter 1, verse 8, it says, "But Daniel proposed in his heart that he would not defile himself with the portion of the king's meat, nor with the wine which he drank. Therefore he requested of the prince of the eunuchs that he might not defile himself." So I'm going to jump down to verse 15, and it says, "And at the end of the 10 days, their countenance appeared fairer and fatter in flesh than all the children which did eat the portion of the king's meat." So that lets you know when he didn't partake in the king's meat, eating all of those different type of animals, all he ate was fruits and vegetables, water. You know what I'm saying? No strong drink or nothing. He actually looked at fairer. His skin was much better. It didn't have any blemishes, any zits, any marks. He looked much healthier than everybody else. So that's even biblically sound that the way you eat and the way your skin reflects how you eat is all correlated, one and the same. But I mean, we talked about a lot of things today. It's a lot of things that we can still cover because we didn't cover a lot of things that can help with you losing weight, like detoxing. Detoxing is a proven method that will help you lose weight, improve energy, relieve you of any type of constipation or build up within your intestines from overeating, food that doesn't digest properly right away, resolves headache, muscle aches, and fatigues. Those things are all attributed to your diet. You know what I'm saying? Because that's your colon health, your immune system, your second brain is actually in your gut. So whatever you put in your gut, like they say, you are what you eat. So if you're eating garbage, you're going to feel like garbage. You're going to look like garbage. So you got to make sure that you're putting the right things within yourself. You know what I'm saying? And then you also got to realize we in America. You know what I'm saying? So we have an overabundance of food. when you read in Sirach 31:19, it says, "A very little is sufficient for a man well nurtured, and he fetcheth not his wind short upon his bed." So being over here, we got to make sure that we only eating enough for what we need and not overeating for what we don't need. Because a lot of times we don't really look at our diet and really contribute what we're putting in. Because when you go to Cambridge Dictionary, it says a diet is an eating plan in which someone eats less food, which we're not doing over here in America, or only particular types of foods because they want to become thinner or for medical reasons. So we have to really take assess of what we're putting in our diet, because we're subject to a Western diet, like it tells you in Ezekiel chapter 4 and verse 13, you know, that we're subjected to a lot of things over here. And it reads, "And the Most High said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whether I will drive them." So over in America, we eating the defiled food over here. You got bioengineered food. I was just getting me some plant-based food yesterday. I was looking at some of the labels because I was trying to find me a good bean burger. I usually make everything from scratch, but I haven't found a good bean burger from scratch recipe. So if anybody got one in the comments, yo, tag me in that so I can check it out. But one of the labels said bioengineered products. So I had to throw that back. Like, bioengineered, you got GMOs. You got hybrid plants. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Sebi talked against eating hybrid plants because even though they're not GMOs, they've been crossbred into forming a different type of plant, vegetable, or fruit. You know what I'm saying? So we're eating these things over here. The best type of diet that you want is like a Genesis 1:29 diet. You know what I'm saying? And that reads this. "And the Most High said, Behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed, which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree, in the which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for meat." Psalms 104:14, "He causes the grass to grow for the cattle, and herb for the service of man, that he may bring forth food out of the earth." Proverbs 13:25, "The righteous eateth to the satisfying of his soul, but the belly of the wicked shall want." So these are the things that we got to take heed of. You know, when I first started, brothers, I started some years ago. Sadak can attest to this, is that I was eating a plant-based diet for about a little over a year, and then I fell off the porch, but I'm back on it now. It was called a plant-based diet, also known as G-bombs. It's greens, beans, onions, mushroom, berries, and seeds. I came across that through a site from Dr. Furman, but it bases that eating regimen basically off of Genesis 1:29. You know what I'm saying? And it states that the foundation of a diet, foods consumed in the highest quantity, should be the foods with the highest ratios of nutrients to calories, highest ANDI score. These are vegetables. 90% of the daily diet should be made up of nutrient-rich plant-based foods, whose calories are accompanied by health-promoting phytochemicals, green and other non-starchy vegetables, fresh fruits, beans, and legumes, raw nuts, seeds, and avocados, starchy vegetables, and whole grains. So this is what the optimum diet should really consist of right here. And just to be unbiased, because I do believe today eating meats today is very harmful for you, because they're pumping the food with hormones and you know, antioxidants. They're not antioxidants, but I forget the term. What'd you say?
Antibiotics, you talking about?
Antibiotics. There you go. Thank you for correcting me, brother. Antibiotics. You know what I'm saying? The condition of the animals, they're stressed, they're in fear. So that's producing a hormone that you're eating also. These animals are having cancers. They're cutting the cancers out of the meat, but still selling it to the stores, and you're eating this meat. So there's a lot of things that's coming in play when you're eating meat today that's grown on these meat farms. But it says, if desired, the remaining 10% of the diet may include minimally processed foods such as tortillas, coarsely ground or sprouted whole grain breads or cereals, tofu or tempeh, a limited amount of animal products, preferably not more than 5% of total caloric intake. That's if you have to eat the meat. If you can't leave the meat alone, you should eat no more than about 5% worth of meat. But if you can leave it alone, you'll see a drastic difference in your health, how you feel, your energy levels, just your way of thinking. All of that thing plays a part in it. So we definitely have to look into these things. And one last thing, don't forget fasting. Fasting is another great way to help lose weight, to clear your body out, to make sure that you're working at an optimum level. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures read about that in Psalms 35 and 13. You can read about it in Jonah 3, 5 through 7, the book of Esther, chapter 4, verses 16, Daniel, chapter 10 and 3. I mean, fasting is very, very intricate within the diet because it gives your body time to rest from digesting. You know, you really don't know that your body takes a lot of energy to digest the food that you put in on a daily basis. So it gives it time to take that energy from breaking down the food and then putting it into your immune system to help rebuild your body up, to help get rid of toxins and things of that nature. So I'm going to end on that one, but definitely keep in mind your health, your body, research these things, try things out, even if it's new to you and foreign and don't sound pleasurable, try it out just to see what it do for you. You might be surprised what the outcome is.
Yeah, fasting is it's a spiritual system, man. But let me get a couple more statistics for y'all real quick. Hyperextension. 2 out of 5 black males, 42%, and black women, 43%, suffer from hyperextension, compared to 31% of white men and 27% of white women. Obesity. The BMI, like Brother Zadok was talking about. BMI of 30, I guess of the age 30 plus amongst black women at 57%, followed by Hispanic women at 49%. Come on, black women, y'all supposed to be a little more athletic than the Hispanic women. Black women have the highest risk of being severely obese, with the BMI of 40 kilograms or higher, or the rate of 16%. Followed by the Hispanic women at 10% and white women at 9%. I mean, you know, I could really go on diabetes. I don't want to hit y'all with too many facts, but yeah, y'all get the point. Yeah, y'all Google it. Y'all get the point. I don't read too many statistics for you. But this is the whole thing, man. This is why I'm going to flee Babylon. I got to go somewhere where I can get fresh, organic fruits and vegetables. When you get the hell out of here, certain countries like Colombia, see, like all these countries y'all think is third world countries, and they countries they so bad, ain't nothing but Negroes in those countries down there. There's more Negroes in those countries than in America when you go by percentages wise. And guess what? They have outlawed. GMOs is outlawed in Colombia. You can't sell nothing with GMO. A lot of those countries have GMOs outlawed. You're gonna get fresh fruits. You're gonna get fresh vegetables. You know, you're not going to have steroids in your chickens, in your damn meats and every damn thing else. You know, wild caught, you know, fresh out the ocean fish. It's man, America makes it hard, man. You know what I'm saying? And it makes it hard when they flood our neighborhoods full of all of these, you know, cancer, disease restaurants of death. Y'all might want to think about fleeing. You know what I'm saying? This is probably going to be my last year in America. I'm just going to be totally honest. You know, I can live a whole lot better life somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Live a longer life. Less stress. Better health. Better food. Don't y'all want to live longer? I know I damn do. Brother the Doc, man, you found the words. Why? African Americans / Negroes. And we could go to the Caribbeans, like I say. They're right on these lists too. Why are they overweight, out of shape, and refuse to fix it? And how can they fix it? Final thought.
My final thought on it real quick. I'm going to just say this, man. Our community, there's no unity, no unification pretty much. There's no harmony in it. When the body, when the mind, and when the spirit all work together in this harmony, physical and mental wellness are likely to follow, right? Until our people come together on the same accord to be able to eat healthy, to be able to take care of their bodies accordingly, to be able to take care of their mindset, their households, one another accordingly, then that mental health issue that's going on in our community will not cease. The killings will continue. The overeating will continue. The gluttony will continue. The wickedness and evilness and bugged outness of our people will continue. Harmony. We got to come together on that, on that. And it's each one teach one. So all praises to the Most High Creator, man, for this platform and for and hopefully this message and these words of wisdom, because we sincerely love our people. And I hope that the message is getting out there. And I don't care if it's just one brother or one sister on here that actually takes all of this information into consideration and start to compile the information, research it for themselves, and then go out and change their life. Each one teach one. That's where it starts. We're not going to change the masses in a couple hours here, right? You have to come to it. There's an enlightenment going on, and somebody's enlightened right now. And peace, love, and light to you if you are, and go ahead and get and start a change in your life, spiritually, mentally, and physically. With that, shalom.
Brother Don Yehuda, your final thoughts, man. How can we know what I'm saying? How can we fix it? Why is there, man? Final thoughts, man. Just lay it all on the floor.
My final thoughts, I'll leave the brothers and sisters with this. Proverbs 1:5. A wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsel. So that's how you're going to solve the problem, is just listening, man. Listening to good advice. Listening to people that's walked down the path you walking right now, and they have accomplished the goal of being successful on that path. We're talking about weight. Go to those people who have weight issues, and they did their journey, and they were able to conquer the weight. They was able to conquer the overeating or whatever may have caused the bad health. And you talk to those people, you give ear to what they're saying. And then not only that, but the most important aspect is you apply it to your life, because learning and hearing and all that is good, but it don't mean shit if you're not applying it. So at the end of the day, you got to apply these things that you learn, because learning without application is just that. You're learning. It's just sitting there. It's dead information. So with that, I say shalom to the brothers and sisters in the chat. Definitely, if you can change your eating habits, try it out. Try at least 1 month not eating any meat, fasting and trying 90 to 95% fruits and vegetables. There's a plethora of recipes online to where you can have a very full palette of taste. And it's not just eating salad, because I know that's what a lot of Negroes think. Oh, you just eating salad. No, it ain't just eating salad. There's a lot of things that you can actually eat that's plant-based, and it tastes very good. It's very delicious. So with that, I say shalom, Most High in Christ bless to you all.
Man, it's kind of funny, but not funny that you said about eating salad. My dad, said he had put a salad in his diet. He had stopped putting a salad in his diet for the last about 3-4 years. I remember he used to telling me, like, man, I put a salad in there every day. But that's not the only thing. Shit, he ended up having an artery bust on his heart. But, it's just several things, of just living throughout the years that may have contributed to that. But it's more, but like the point I want to make that the brother was saying, that it's more than just putting a salad in your diet. That's good. Everybody need a salad every day. I keep bags of salad. I'm about to eat one right now. I keep bags of salad. Couple boiled eggs, some tuna, packs of salmon or something. You know what I'm saying? And throw that joke up in there, make me a damn salad, man. You know what I'm saying? But though, you need to be eating more other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Beans, greens, and stuff like that. Green vegetables and beans. All these stuff helps. All this stuff helps. You know what I'm saying? But the most important thing to help, you have to exercise. And it's more than just, I went walking, I lost a couple of pounds. You have to lose the weight and exercise too, to tighten up everything. The weightlifting, all that helps. All that helps. It's just not it's not a little 30-minute walk or hour walk a day or every other day. No, it's every day. Take 30 minutes to an hour. Go to a gym. So when you see more people, you get more motivated. And work out. Do a treadmill for an hour one day, the next day go in there and work on your upper body. The next day, go back to the treadmill. The next day, go back to your lower body. So forth and so forth. Take 2 days off. Let your muscles, everything rest. Repeat the same process. But at the same time, you can't eat what the hell you want to eat. And I'm guilty of Cause you know, and I stay amongst the white people, but hell, you know, I still got that nigga syndrome. Man, I want me a good old goddamn double quarter pounder of cheese, man. Sandwich. Nah, man. Throw that shit down, man. Go to the Mediterranean place right up the street. Get you some damn rice and pita bread with some damn lamb or some chicken or something. Go to the African place and get you some damn collard greens and some damn rice and some damn beans and and some cabbage and some kind of damn lamb or goat, something like that. I'm saying? I like to get some good clean meats, man. But I'm trying to get that thing down. So now I've just been going, and I've been going like to the like Mexican restaurants, get me a whole red snapper or a whole fish. I get it fried, so they cut it to that joker. But hey, that come with a salad and some rice. And I got more salad at the house I'm eat. So that's how I do it, man. I just try to mix it up a little bit, you know what I'm saying, and just try to and good tea. Don't drink too much sweet tea. Try to get some green tea, you know what I'm saying, with less sweetener. You know what I'm saying? That has that antioxidant, you know what I'm saying? Get all that poison out your too. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hit that subscribe button. You ain't subscribed. Hit that like button. Share with family and friends. Tell them to hit that subscribe button. We need to get over 500. Damn. Been stuck at damn. Hey, man, as soon as I see somebody subscribe, I'm looking, damn, it's somebody unsubscribe just that goddamn fast. But let me hit this last scripture. Y'all know how I like to end. You know what I'm saying? But show the last scripture. Let me get the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12. Verse 13 and 14. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High God and keep his commandments. The commandments is tell you how to have your diet. We don't read you several things. We don't told you several things. Let me read that again. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments. For this is the whole duty of man. For the Most High shall bring every work into judgment, with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, I would like to say shalom. I would like to say shalom to the whole chat out there again, Set Apart, Wheezy, all the brothers and all the sisters, you know what I'm saying, that were very active. Everybody who's watching, who wasn't active in the chat, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button once again, share with family and friends. I like to say, you know what I'm saying, it's an honor and a pleasure and a duty to do this again with you brothers, the doc with an S, and you brother Don Yehuda. I know y'all brothers, both plant-based brothers, motivate me to get my diet right. And so hopefully we sparked a fire in our brothers, on our brothers and sisters' asses to lose that weight if you overshape. If you're obese or you're just fat, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully we get you a little motivation to lose that thing. So hopefully we get you a little more, all our brothers and sisters. We want everybody to be healthy. We want everybody to eat right. Like Sister Weezer say, she go over to the white people, the European neighborhoods, do her shopping. You have to go over there, get you some smoothies, get you some juices. I love to go get me a good protein shake with the carbs and the oatmeals and the peanut butters. Hey, get those beans in there. Oatmeal helps we got to bring down that cholesterol. I had a scare years ago. Blood pressure was high. Cholesterol was high. Blood sugar was high. Guess what I did? So I came my ass back to the gym and walking and changed that diet. Then when I had pork, I took all that pork. It was right before I came in the truth. Took that pork out. Well, once I came in the truth, I took all that pork out. But then I still was eating all that other stuff. I had to calm that down. Salads. Stop all the fried foods. Get more baked food. I thought throwing all that salmon in there, bacon and grilling salmon. Good fish would bring that down to all the fish with the what they call it, the aminos and all that stuff. All that stuff lowers that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Cut away from the fried foods, bake more. If you like the hot, you know what I'm saying, like you like the wings from the bars, like I like. They ain't got the fried. They tell them to throw them on the grill. Tell them to throw it on the grill. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or they can fry it on the grill to get all the extra grease out of it. You know what I'm saying? So we just want everybody to eat healthy. We love y'all, brothers and sisters. Until next time, peace and hair grease. Hit hit that subscribe button once again. Hit that like button, share with family and friends. Until we see y'all next time. Oh, tune in. The brother Malachi Maccabee gonna be doing something on the dietary. He brought the flame. So y'all were interested in this. Stay tuned. We got plenty more shows coming up. Part 7 of controversial and deep conversations with Hebrew Israelites of different doctrines coming up. We have some more Scoring Black Man podcast series coming up. Pimps, Hoes, and UFOs. That's gonna be part 25. Stay tuned. Pimp, Hoes, and UFOs. Y'all heard it. Hey.